Man. James Pearce Jr. had got himself arrested yesterday for a domestic dispute with Rakia Jackson. He has 2 accounts of aggravated battery with a weapon and aggravated stalking, all connected to domestic violence, according to online records. He was also charged with aggravated battery of an officer fleeing or eluding police lights and sirens, resisting an officer without violence to his person. I think he got released out of bond recently. This is not a good look for James Pearce, man. See, this dude came in the league his first year and had 10.5 sacks. He has star potential on him. And now your reputation is messed up because of your frustrations of someone breaking up with you. See, here's the thing about relationships that you gotta have self-control in, right? I'm in a relationship. I'm not saying that James Pearce should be like my relationship. Or I'm not saying like anyone's relationship should be like my relationship. But you have to have self-control when you know people are going to ask you to break up or tell you they're going to break up with you. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. But when people ask you or tell you, hey, I'm breaking up with you, you can't get violent. Especially when you're an athlete or when you're a movie star. People are always looking at you. You got a big name on your back. This is messing up your reputation. People gonna look back at this and be like, well, hey, he had messed himself up. He had put hands on an officer. He has 5 different charges on him. It's just crazy how one thing can mess up your whole reputation. And as for Rakia Jackson, I can't tell you anything, about her. I don't know her. I don't watch WNBA. I can't lie to you. But it's like what OG told me. It's like Sha'Carri Richardson, right? The boy got arrested for her. And I don't know Rakia Jackson's personality. I don't know anything. I'm not saying that she's a bad person, but something has to play. You know what I'm saying? Something has to play in this part. Because in order for someone to react the way that they did, she had to say something to hurt him. And I'm not defending him at all. I don't think you should put your hands on anybody. I don't. But, man, James Pearce is going to have to recover from this a whole long way. Because his trial is going to come up soon. And, boy, he better pray and hope that Atlanta keeps him on that team. Because stuff like that can get you out of the league instantly. Stuff like that can get you off the team, man. I'm telling you, you do not want to mess up your reputation. You already messed it up. Now you just got to get back up and you just got to try to do the best you can throughout this time. Stay away from women. In fact, in the article, it says that he can't be around his woman, that he's supposed to stay away from her. He can't be near her, or if he does, he's going to get arrested. Like, you have to stay away. I'm going to say it like this. Not every man, not every woman is fit for you. Not every man, not every woman is willing to be there for you. And it's okay. You have yourself. There's millions and millions and millions of women on the earth. There's millions and millions and millions of men on the earth. You can't just do anything about that. If they tell you they want to break up, you got to just move on. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Recently, I've been having those feelings. I've been wondering, like, what happens if my lady asks me to break up with me? You know what I'm saying? And it will hurt. Now, of course, I talked to her about that, and she said, no, it's not going to happen at all, you know. But if that was the case, how can I just go through it without feeling like I'm alone or feeling like this and that? And you may have to get therapy. You may have to really get therapy in order to get your help. You may have to take those walks, or you may have to be around those friends that actually care about you, that's not going to really talk bad about that person. I don't think it's fair for that person that don't know the girl, that don't know the boy, to be talking trash about someone if they've never been around the situation. This is why I say in anything relationship related stuff, I'm not there. But that's why I say that. Because it's a reason for you to talk about someone bad, but you don't know their heart. You don't know what happened. They might have made that mistake once, and that's how their reputation may stand by from many people. But for someone like me, or for someone like someone else that I might know, and if I've been around them longer than the other person that's been with them, it's like, oh, well, they're not like that. That's just one mistake. Now, I never knew James Pearce as a bad person. I never heard anything about him in college doing anything crazy or bad, but maybe he did. I don't know. I would have to look at it. But yes, this is a mistake. This is a big mistake that could really mess you up. Because if Atlanta wants to be like, yeah, let's move on and let's keep Jelon walking and get another guy over on that left side or that right side, they can. They don't have to care about you. So one thing I'm going to say to everyone that has experienced a breakup, do not be violent. Do not be allowing yourself to get angry or frustrated to the point where you get arrested. Be reasonable. Accept it and move on. Get therapy. Allow yourself to feel like you don't have to be that way. You don't have to allow yourself to be rude or irritated or frustrated. You don't have to work yourself up to the point where you feel like you have to beat someone up. At the end of the day, that person is still human. That person is still human. If you put your hands on her or him, they will bleed. You will get arrested. That's just how it is. And with how the world is now, it may get even deeper than that. You may get killed. So you do not want to put yourself in situations where you are putting yourself in jail or you have a trial jury. Understand that, there's a many of women around here. And if he or she is not that one for you, it's okay. Someone actually might love you. And it's okay to be alone at times. It's really okay to be alone at times in a situation where, you feel like you just don't have a woman right beside you or a man right beside you. Not everyone's for you. You get lucky enough to be in a relationship for a month, for a week. For me, I'm not trying to relate the situation to me, but for me, I've been dating someone for almost a year and 6 months. And I feel lucky at times because I know how my anger might get. I know how aggressive and how untamable and militant how I am. You know what I'm saying? But she understands. Like, I'm not going to get frustrated with her. I'm not going to put my hands on her if I see her because it is long distance. I'm not going to do anything to hurt her. And if she was to be like, yeah, let's break up, it will hurt me bad. Like, internally speaking, it will hurt my soul. But it would not make me angry to the point where I'm trying like, oh, I need to go there and yeah. I'm not doing that. I got a life to live. I got things to do. Y'all got things to do. James Pearce got things to do, man. But I just feel bad for James Pearce, man. I really do. I feel bad for him putting himself in this situation. Yes, it is his fault. But at the end of the day, it didn't have to be that way. It did not have to have him going to jail over something like this. Because Rakia Jackson might have said something hurtful to him, but it doesn't have to make you angry to the point where you over here fighting police officers. And for that one police officer that said, hey, you're lucky to be alive. That why would you say that? And I understand, doggone that, he did put hands on you and stuff, and you do have, when you're trying to defend yourself, you have to do it. I think that's the right way. I can't, don't get on me. Don't get on me about that. But still, man, in the world that we're living in, don't be saying that. Don't be saying that, man. There's people already getting, y'all see. I won't bring it up on the podcast, but I just think honestly, if we're going to do anything about this James Pearce situation, let's learn from it. Let's learn that we don't have to put hands on anybody. Let's learn we don't have to feel domestic, or we don't have to be aggressive about the situation. There's going to be someone that's going to have a breakup today. There's going to be a breakup tomorrow. I might get broken up tomorrow or today. I'm not going to ask because I love my woman. But I'm not going to ask nobody that. I'm not going to ask her that. You know what I'm saying? There might be times where I thought, but hell, I'm not asking my woman that. You know what I'm saying? I love her dearly. But any time of the day, she could ask me, hey, let's break up. Just saying. And it will hurt. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Don't mess up your friendships over breakups. Don't mess up things over relationships that you want to keep. It's okay. You just got to move on, man. You got to move on, not allow this domestic terrorists. You can't allow domestic violence do things to mess up your reputation. And that's for James Pearce. Hopefully Atlanta keeps him still, because I feel like he's going to be a really good player in this league if he just stays focused on what he's trying to do. And I just pray that he will become someone special in the NFL. This will be a good story for him to tell his kids that, hey, you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to worry about your relationships being like this and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all trying to doggone survive out here the best we can. And for that being said, it's just a crazy thing. So, yeah, man, that's all I got to say about the situation. I hope that y'all enjoy this. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm never going to make this about me. But I'm talking because, it feels like, in these relationships and these situations when breakups happen, it's someone that always feels violent. It's someone that might always feel like the world's against them. And I'm experiencing something in a relation of that with my other people, like friends. And I think it's not right for people to feel the need to, hold on to the fact that they're going through a relationship issue, or they feel like they're going through a situation where they have to be violent. They don't have to be violent at all. And it's not anyone's fault for you feeling that way, but that person that might have hurt you, or that you feel like they might not be supportive of you. But in the case of it all, use your knowledge and don't allow yourself to hurt somebody or to mess up your reputation. Because when it messes up your reputation, you already know how it goes, man. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all learned a little something from me too, because like I said, I'm coming from all perspectives of this. And yeah, with that being said, James Pearce got arrested yesterday, and yeah, make sure to be aware of what your emotions are. With that being said, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Hope y'all enjoy this. And yeah, man, y'all remember to stay locked in. If you want to be on the podcast, man, y'all make sure to hit us up in the comment section below to be featured on an episode of the Locked In Podcast. We would love for you to be on. We don't care who you are. We don't care what color. We don't care about looks. We don't care about personality. We want y'all on. Be connected to the community that we're trying to grow, because we really want you around. We really do. We want you to be a part of the Locked In fam. So that being said, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Hope y'all enjoy. Have a very good Monday. And that being said, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay locked in.